Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to episode 42 of Seablock. I apologize for the gap in episodes. Setting up them all took way longer than I thought, but as you can see, we have it going. And really, we have almost everything made except for the stuff that's waiting on blue circuits. But a large majority of our things have been made, which means that it is time to just start making our late game blueprints and everything. So, yeah. Without further ado, I guess we can just jump right in. Let's see. Now that we have this set up, we can change a couple of things on our setup here. So instead of those power poles, we now have the improved ones. So I'm going to stock these guys instead. So we'll get those guys. Don't need those anymore. Okay. And then we can also get blue belts. Alright, there we go. So we'll have blue as well. Alright, as far as things to stock, I think that's probably about it. Everything else we also, we're gonna start trying to use rail. So I guess I'll stock this stuff as well. In fact, what I'm gonna do is, let's see here, set up another storage chest here for rail so that we can make sure we have a bunch of it. But yeah. I think I've mentioned this before, but I haven't done much with rail. So it's going to be kind of a learn in progress for me as we do rail. But hopefully that means since I am learning and doing this, I can try to explain my process as we go. Okay. So yeah, my plan is to do it based off of trains. So every time I make a train, the idea is that, every time I make a location, the idea is that it's a train there. So, for example, I would be doing, oh, I see, I've messed this up. This was supposed to be those. That's my bad. There we go. Yeah, I accidentally made a bunch of rail signals that I'm never going to use, but... yeah. Okay, there we go. But anyways, oh yes, other thing is we're no longer stocking red roboports, we are now stocking blue roboports. So that's good. Okay, so we've done that. Also, I made these charging pads down here. So basically, we were kind of having problems with bots building up to charge. With this, not really an issue anymore. But yeah, now we kind of need to decide where we want to make the in-game base. I'm thinking to the right here is the best option. Yeah, so that's likely what we're gonna do. So let's get this guy created there. Alright, and then let's get landfill. Right. Fill in all of this. Okay, there we go. And I am going to have a train that ends here. So my plan is currently to have one track that goes all the way around the entire base. And the idea for that is anytime I want to deal with worms that are out there, the idea is that I just send the artillery train around and it can deal with that. That's the idea, at least. We'll see if that actually, ends up working. Another thing is we are actually making our artillery shells here. So we'll have those. But yeah. Also, as you can see, we're almost at 5,000 of both bots, which was the limit I set, if you remember. Man, yeah, our guys are traveling a long time to get landfill. Maybe we make a new landfill. I guess it's not that much further there to there, huh? Because yeah, making a new landfill thing wouldn't be a bad idea, I feel like. Oh, and then lastly is also radars. I want to have these as well. I did make these. Oh, well that should also mean that, let's see, where is it? Yeah, I can make one of these guys as well, which will be nice. So I'll do that. Alright. So yeah, like I said, we're not actually making those. I will make a artillery wagon, so let's get started on that. So the only thing I need to get from the old base is engines. So we'll go get those. Between episodes, I did do a bunch of kind of upgrades on certain parts of the base. I should say, in case we ever see it and you're like, well, when did that happen? The answer is between episodes. So as things were getting made, I just noticed that certain things weren't keeping up. And since they weren't keeping up, I said, I may as well help them out. Oh, whoops. I need 64 of these guys, so this will take a while. In fact, I'm just gonna pause and come back. Alrighty, I'm back. I determined it was way more efficient if I just, what's it called? Automated engines over here, and then automated all the stuff that we'll need for locomotives. So, yeah, now we're making cargo wagons, trailheads, or train heads, and then also fluid wagons. Engines are our bottleneck. They're going as fast as they can, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, also made a train. Its entire job is just to be the artillery. And I've yet to decide how I'm going to connect all of our I'm thinking just doing substations is the way to go. But yeah, I've yet to determine if that's what I want to do. I think substations is probably the best way to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with substations, I think. But yeah, we're kind of just moving at this point. And we can just build out stuff. So I've yet to fully decide how I want to do the how I want to do the trains. I know I want one big loop. How big that loop is, I'm not sure. And yeah, I definitely want it to be... Oh wait, I should actually rename this to artillery stock. Okay, so... Oh, why isn't this train... at the stop? I thought this train was at the stop. How do I get it to actually be at the stop then? Oh, no trains with this stop. So that's right. I have to go into like what, the train manager. Let's see. Okay, trains. Here we go. And we stop. Add this. There we go. No path. Oh, duh. Okay. So. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this guy. Oh, it was on automatic, I see. So if I go there and then I go here. Perfect, okay. So we've done that. Makes sense that if it's past it, it won't have a path, I guess, because I guess one of the two heads needs to reach it. So we can have this as our dead end, like this. That makes sense. Okay. So when we have this dead end here, that's fine. Essentially, we just need to make sure that the train can enter into here, right? Alright, so we have that guy going like that, and then let's see. We also want the option for him to go down like this. Okay. Like I said, trains are very new to me, so forgive me if I'm doing this entirely wrong. But I think if we get a loop going, then what we could do is we can tell it to go to that stop, and then it will. I'm not too sure on that. And yeah, we're not going to use circuits or anything to control this guy. We're just going to send it. That's the plan, at least. Alright, let's hope these cliffs can all get destroyed. Is this guy in range? It is. There we go. Don't know if we need to. Let's see if 1 or 2 is what it takes. I just needed 1. Okay. I think I just realized an issue with this, because now when I go up here, yeah, oh no, we're fine, we're fine. So let's get that guy placed. That guy placed. Okay. Still waiting on all this. Yeah, I probably should build a, what's it called? Landfill closer to where we're building, but whatever. Alright, we'll see if my first invention of trains works well or not. So like I said, I haven't done trains before, so either I completely misunderstood how they worked, or hopefully we have a traveling artillery cart now. Alright. Still waiting on landfill, though. And I'm just gonna finish it myself at this point. Okay. Okay, there we go. So now once the train, or the rail is all pasted down, hopefully we can just, what's it called? Oh man. Okay, there we go. There we go. So that guy's done. Grab those guys, place that there. And up here as well. Alright, and we're just missing a few things here. Okay, is our rail now complete? It looks like it. So now if I do this guy, and then I do this, does it go? No, it does not. Okay. So maybe I need to add another train station that's like here or something. And I call this one like leave. Okay, and then maybe I go in here, I go from there to leave back to there. Okay. That is going. Okay, now it's infinitely going. And our artillery wagon is not shooting. Okay. So maybe I've misunderstood the artillery wagon. And I thought that it shot while moving. That or our train is going too fast. Do I need to mark them on the map before? Like, do I need to mark them like this? Oh no, this will just fire. So I'm not sure how to get the artillery wagon to work. Oh, also, I need to be placing down radars. So let's place this down. And it looks like we can go every other. So that's good on radars. Okay. So now when I make this guy go, so I need to basically start it and stop it every time I need it to. Oh no. Okay, so I have to basically go like that anytime I want it to stop. I see. Sorry, my dog is going crazy right now because my lawn is game mode. So, yeah. Sorry about that. Oh man, he is crazy. He is not happy. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Do the same thing here. Maybe what I do is I add stops on these. That's what I do. So instead of having it how I did, I would have had a train stop here. Right, so I would add a train stop here, and then this one would have been that. So that makes sense. So then the train would have instead been from there to here. And I guess we do inactivity, maybe? So, let's see. If I go automatic on this, just gotta run here, stop there, 5 seconds of inactivity, and then go back. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's just hit as many of these guys as we can while we're up here. Okay, let's see. Wow, this thing's got huge range. Alright, well there's a behemoth worm. Okay. So then we go there, and then we go there. Okay. So that guy has been completed. Then I guess we just continue building out landfill then. Alright. We have done that. Very nice. Sorry, I think you can hear the moaning sound, so I'm gonna pause. Okay, I am back. I've done some expansion, and I think I am just about figuring out how to do the stuff with trains. So, yeah, that's that's good. It took me a bit, but I'm finally figuring it out. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm finally figuring it out. It's definitely different than I was expecting. So yeah. All right. And get the train loop set up. In fact, I think we can just copy this whole thing here. Oh no, it doesn't. Wait, why does it not fit? Oh, I see, because it's on the bottom versus on the top. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I would do that, and then let's see. I guess I would do the same thing here. Just I would cancel some. Cancel that, and then cancel that. Okay, and then that is our trains. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. So let's see. Oh wait. Oh no. Is that the same name as this one? Oh, it copies the name. Oh, I did not know that. Oh wait. So if I do that, and then what happens when I do this guy? I'm curious what it does. Because there's a bunch of these now. So does it go to all of them or just choose one? That's my question. Looks like it just chooses one. Only one of 3 is accessible, but that's not true. I don't think that's true. Okay, so why would this one be inaccessible? Because it can just go straight through here, right? Like, it could go straight down. Guess not? I don't know. That's odd. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about that then. Yeah, so only one of 3. That's so weird. See, so it's able to do that just fine, right? So I guess maybe that's my problem, is it's like that. Okay. So then if I do that, so I guess instead of doing a loop like this, I should be making it one huge loop. That, or it's like the direction of the stop. Oh, that's right, isn't it? Because it should mean that it should continue straight there. Don't know. So let's get rid of that for now. It's definitely was that these things aren't connected, I guess. Which is odd to me. So now when I do this, is it all of these are accessible now? So when I do this, is it going to stop at all 3 of those, or is it, what's it going to do? Yeah, so it stopped at that one. Then it went back here. Huh. Okay, and it's just going to keep doing that same one. Huh. Okay. Though I don't need it to be doing this one. So, oh, there we go. So now it's able to do it. But it's only getting to that one. It's not going to the next one? Why is it not going to that one? That's odd to me. So it's only going to one of them. Do I have to add it twice? Oh, maybe I have to add it twice. Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, but it didn't stop at that one. Because I didn't add a wait condition. Okay. So there, that's what we would do. Just do that. Okay. There we go. So what we should really do is anytime we want one of these guys to be a stop, we just change it to be this guy. Okay. So now it'll eventually get here. Okay. It's gonna shoot those guys. Okay, cool. So that's what we do. So we basically just need to put one of these stops down anytime we want to clear it out. Alright, and then we can delete the stops after. Yeah, sorry, this episode's going to be probably really boring if you know how to do trains. Because I am just trying to figure things out here. Oops, we should keep that as shoots. Okay. And this guy does not go here. It's going to go to shoot, and then back to artillery stock up. Okay. Oh, I thought I was on the rail for a second. I was supposed to say, is that really not in range? Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay, so that is pretty good then. And that means I have all this space in here. Alright, cool. So we've done that. Ooh. So now we actually have space to start building things, right? Okay. Yeah. So like I said, this is our chance to start doing builds that are using the tier 4s as our beginning blueprint stuff. So actually something I'm going to do over here is we already have sulfur in we should be making a couple of things over here. So first off, because we're going to have to start doing stuff with slag again, we should set up some things. Okay, so we're gonna make this one making empty filter frames. So we'll request iron, and then iron rods. Okay, and then this guy's gonna be making electrolyzer anodes. So this guy's gonna be requesting steel and carbon. All right, since we need tons of these, right? We have carbon, right? Yeah, I think we do. I think we have it up here. Right? Did I not? I could have sworn I made a chest for it up here somewhere. Ah, yeah, here we go. Cool. There we go. Lots of carbon coming in. Sorry. I had a weird pain in my throat for a second there. Alright, so yeah, we'll have carbon and we'll have steel. And then we have our filter frames getting made. Perfect. So what that means is when we actually make our thing, we can set up a requester chest to feed the stuff in. And then once we've done that, we can deconstruct it after. And we don't need to worry about it. I should be having some requester chests on me, but yeah. I think what we'll probably do for the rest of this episode is spend some time making blueprints. So let's see, what am I looking for? Requester chests. Where did I put those guys? Here they are. So, I think we can start off with some hell mod planning. My idea would be that we make mineral sludge in this stack. So, we would want to go here with mineral sludge. Okay. Tier 4s, as we do. And actually, just so I can get reference, how much mineral sludge does one iron plate cost? Let's go through that first. Just assuming we're doing tier 1 all the way down, because that's the least efficient, right? So if we want 28.2 for 1, so conceivably we're gonna need a lot more than that. I haven't done the math on what we need for all of our science goals, so that'll probably be something I do coming up here soon, is making a plan for what I need for each science. Another thing is, in our current base, I'm going to try my best to make, let's see, what is that, 50? Yeah, I just need 50 plus whatever it takes to make these guys. Yeah. So let's see, I would need 50 plus whatever it takes to make 2 of those. Of mixed ore sorting so that we can get our platinum and our tungsten. So we have those first. But yeah, making stuff like this is going to only help us. Okay, I'm going to set all these to our new default now. Alright. So that is what I wanted. And then tier 2. Okay. Gonna have to do all of this as well. But okay, and now we want what? How much mineral sludge? So let's say if we do 1600, what does that look like? 128, 26, 52. Okay. let's see, how do I do this? Yes, I want to set this to be 160 there. There we go, perfect. Okay, so this is what it would look like so far. I would need all that purified water. Easiest way is just from hydro plants. So I guess we should actually just plan around what blue belts can give us. So 45 each, so let's actually do 1800 here. There we go. So that would be 4 rows of full blue belts here. Or well, 8 rows because we have half for these, half for that. Okay. Tons of water. Oh my gosh, the amount of water. 27,000 water. That's a lot. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, one of these guys is 1,200. One of the ground pumps, or not ground pumps, one of these pumps is 1,200. So, yeah, what? That's like 20 water pumps. Jeez. Is there a better way to get water out of the ground? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, this is the best you can get. Man. Tough, tough, tough. Well, yeah, that's about it then, I guess. Next would be processing all the waste. Right, so we have to make sulfuric acid. We make that there. This all happens on the top layer because we need to process that guy into sulfur. Okay, so 1440 becomes how much? I forgot to check that in the recipe, didn't I? 1440 becomes 14.4. Okay. Okay, and then we use this guy to make... where is it? Yeah, here. So 1440, so 14.4 times 60, 864, so we get rid of this guy. Then we set this guy to 864. We set this guy to 0. Okay. And then 864. Okay. Times 60 divided by 90. Okay, so that would be 576 here. That would be 0 there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and then we just vent the extra. That's not bad. Purple there. Okay. Then we need a lot of charcoal, so let's get that planned too. There's always, we could always, what's it called? We could always, make charcoal in a different site and bring it to it, but that just seems like a waste to me. When we can just make it there. Is this, like, just looking at it right now, it's not that much footprint, unless this adds a bunch. Yeah, it doesn't add that much. At all. We already have the mineralized water somewhere. Yeah, we have the mineralized water here, so we're fine on that. This will come from there, so let's see. We make this from that. Okay, so let's see. If we make this like 1.5, are we good? Yes, come on. So we make this 1.4 and we're also good. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So that's what we would need to make that stack. So I guess from there, it's just going to be us making blueprints. However, I don't think we have time for that in this episode. So that'll probably be its own episode tomorrow. In which case, I'm just going to spend this episode figuring out how much we need to make of like tungsten and everything like that to handcraft the science that we need for these. So, trying to look. I don't know if any of those require the metals that we don't have. This requires tungsten. This requires tungsten. Let's see here. This is tungsten powder, which comes, guess what, from tungsten. Oh my gosh, I forgot how involved the tungsten process was, huh? Okay, we have 2 of those. I see. So it'll be 32.5 there. Doesn't really matter. I guess we just choose one, huh? We choose that. Okay. So we need 50 science. So let's change this to 50. And then we would also need to make this polished ruby, which we haven't done anything with the gems yet, have we? No. It doesn't look like it's anything too complicated, though. At all. It actually looks pretty easy to do. Yeah. So then we would need rubber as well. But the big thing is we would need to make all of this tungsten ore. So that's that. Then to actually make these, we'll need 2 of these guys. I don't think we need a ore refinery 2 or leachate plant 3 or the electrolining cell 2 for this. But we will need 2 ore refining 5s. Or that, refining facility 5s. So let's add this in here. Okay, and then in Helmud, 2 of those. We already have gears. We don't need to add that there. Okay. We already have plates, so we don't need to add that there. Okay, so now we would just need to go through with this stuff. Okay, so chrome is an issue. We need to have chrome as well. Anything here that we're going to need to add? Yeah, platinum. Okay, so platinum is something we'll need to add. Chrome we'll need to add. So we'll go through these guys. Okay, there we go, that's chrome ore. And we need platinum ore. So we'll have to go through that. Alright, so we'll need to make a lot of different things, clearly. That's right, we have to go through this whole thing. This is a pain to go through, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Okay, well, we have that to look forward to, don't we? Oh, man. Yeah, as you can see, it is not fun to have to do this. Oh my gosh, I forgot how involved this was. Okay. And there we go. All the way back to there. This is the entire process we have to go through. So we'll probably do this in chunks. We'll probably do tungsten one time, and then chrome and platinum another time. In fact, this may be something I do before we move out of this base. It may be something I try to work in this area over here. That's probably what I'll do, because then we can have those guys producing while we work in this area. That seems like it's the best strategy. So that's probably what we're gonna do. And I should mention, in the end, I think what I'm gonna aim for is I'm gonna aim for 15 science per second of each science. I think that's a pretty good goal. It is a big goal for sure, but that is what I want to aim for. And I don't think we actually need military science for some of the late game stuff. I think I have all the military science I need, but I should double check that. Let's see. Yeah, so you get some upgrades, but it doesn't look like any of these go to any of the late game sciences that we like. So these guys don't look like they're required. This guy is not required. This guy is not required. These are infinite research, so not required. But yeah, we do need to do a bunch of research. But I think, oh shoot, so we do need military science. So we need protection fields. Actually, do we need protection field? Looks like we do. Yeah, so we probably will need that then. I say that, but I don't see it in here as required, but maybe it is. So I guess we would have to add military science to that if we want to get those. Man, that sucks. I really did not want to have to add these. I haven't even looked into what it takes to launch a ship. To be fair, I have not even looked into it. I guess we can check in here, right? With force field. So it was using this, a protection field. So what is this guy used in? Nothing. It's used in nothing. Okay, so maybe I don't know how to launch the rocket just yet. Let's see. When do I unlock a silo? Pretty soon here. Yeah, I'm not sure all that I need. Alright, so I'm assuming that I need to get all of this stuff and get all the way to this faster than light propulsion system to win. That's what I'm assuming. I've done 0 things to actually verify that. So there's a chance that I'm going way more than I need to, but I would like to do that. So I mean, looking at it, it doesn't look like we need the force fields at all. So I guess worst case scenario, we get to that point and then we find out we need to add military science, right? That's the worst case scenario. So between episodes, I'm probably gonna split these guys each into their own help mod folder, and we'll see exactly how much we need. And that'll also show us how much mineral sludge we're going to need to build, so how many sledge stacks and everything. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.